Spartans and the Hawaii Rainbow Wahine. Hi again, everybody, and welcome along with Heather Shaney. I'm Chris Marlowe. This is the first meeting ever between these two schools in volleyball, and there is a lot at stake. The winner goes on to the national semifinals. The loser not only goes home, but they have to wait. 5-1 alignment. Big Corey Richards on the right side. Freshman Jenna Roble playing with a sprained ankle is on the left, along with veteran Veronica Morales. Dana Cook, Val Sturck, two fine middle blockers, and the setter is Courtney DeBolt. Chuck Irby, 50 years old. He's in his third year at Michigan State. 4 national championships, one of them an NCAA variety, and you look what he's done with the program. When he got there, 12 years of frustration. He has turned it around. Michigan State is now a national power. The Wahine has always been a national power, and they will start in a 5-1 alignment. Jenny Wilton on the right side. Therese Crawford, a dynamic outside hitter on the left, along with Jocelyn Robbins. Angelica Ljungqvist, perhaps the best player on the Hawaii squad, is in the middle, hitting and blocking. Nalani Yamashita will start as the defensive specialist. She'll be replaced by Cecilia Goods in the front row, and Robin Amo, the gifted setter, will be in control. Dave Shoji, 21st year coaching, 10 years. He's had over 30 wins. Took over in 1975. A men's assistant for 1 year.
Michigan State's middle blockers do that by serving tough, taking them out of their offense. Also for Hawaii, have to have 4 hitters in double digits. Against Arizona State, Crawford, Ljungqvist, Robbins, and Wilson all in double-digit kills. For the Michigan State Spartans, make Hawaii set the outside. I mean, make it predictable. Make them go outside so that they can camp out on their block. Also, change the tempo of the match. And by that, I mean change it with the speed of the serve. Make things not quite so predictable, and also make...
And the Central Regional, Nebraska defeating Penn State 3-1 in one semifinal. That was expected. The other semifinal, mild surprise, UCLA gets by Ohio State impressively 3-0. So now UCLA plays Nebraska in the Central Regional Final.
And the winner of that final going into the championship will play the winner of this matchup tonight.
Who do you like in that one, UCLA, Nebraska? Obviously, Nebraska, the big favorite at home.
Right. Well, UCLA has definitely peaked at the right time. They weren't as strong at the beginning of the season. Now I'd say that they'll give them a run for their money, but I'm going to stick with Nebraska in the long run.
All right. Are you ready for a surprise? Mick Haley and the Texas Longhorns are going to the national semifinals. Florida beaten 3-2, 15-13, and rally scoring. So congratulations to Texas. Also, congratulations to Florida. Fantastic season. That one went
phenomenal.
Right down to the wire. We are set, ready to go. Hawaii has won the toss. They will serve first. Our first referee is Marcia Alterman. She's assisted by Tana Martin. Alterman and Martin. Here we go. Yamashita to serve. Best 3 out of 5 to start it off. They set Morales, and Hawaii has a chance to score the first point. Courtney DeBolt is the setter for Michigan State. And that ball is hit out of bounds. And Hawaii gets the point.
DeBolt a little bit nervous, has sweat on her fingers, just pushed it too far outside. Interesting note tonight, matchups will not be a key factor as far as strategies for coaches. They're both starting in their regular starting positions.
The back slide is hit out of bounds. Make it 2-0. Wahine.
Chris, the matchups are very key for both teams. I think the middles neutralize themselves. The outside hitters are different type of players, but the matchups, the coaches thought it was much more important to keep the chemistry that they've had all season rather than get specific matchups.
Spartans into the net. Michigan State will be wearing black, Hawaii in white. Deep serve, passes up. And Morales is rejected. Number 14 was there, Jocelyn Robbins.
The University of Hawaii block is so good at getting in the right position and staying vertical. That's a strength that they have this year that they've definitely improved on.
Shank pass. Spartans are scrambling. Wahine on the attack. And they'll set backwards. Here comes Richard. Popped up Yamashita. And Ljungqvist puts it away.
University of Hawaii and Michigan State both like to go behind the setter quite a bit. Ljungqvist very talented at the quick and second tempo hit.
First hit for Dana Cook, 6-foot junior from Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Michigan State gets the side out. Game 1, it's 3-0 Hawaii. Popped up, scoop it back to Richard, and she's rejected again. Robbins blocking line, give the ball to the Wahine.
I like to see DeBolt going to Richard. She had a great night last night, 12 kills against San Diego State, but the block moves in, reads the shoulder right, and just stuffs it.
Jocelyn Robbins with the serve. Junior from Oahu, Robin over the top, over the block, but it's out of bounds. So Richard hits it out, and it's 4-0. So same scenario as we saw with Hawaii against Arizona State. We should tell you there are 2 TV timeouts in the match. Each coach gets 1 call timeout. So it's put the coaches in kind of a funky situation on when to call their only timeout. The timeouts come at 5 and 10.
Well, they're so accustomed to having 2 timeouts, and especially if the timeout comes at 5, but a team does not side out,
right.
The play keeps going, so somebody could go on a 10-0 streak until there's a timeout.
Dana Cook with the serve, 4-0 Hawaii. Crawford. So Therese Crawford gets her first kill. You saw just a moment ago, Jenna Roble got her first kill.
Great set from Amo, right to where Crawford likes it. She likes it nice and high, so she has time to get her full approach and wrist snap.
Deep serve, that's out of bounds. One serving strategy that Coach Chuck Irby said he will try to employ is Hawaii has a very shallow serve receive. So the Spartan servers are going to try to serve the ball deep, trying to back up those 2 passers.
University of Hawaii having an uncharacteristic serving night last night with 6 errors. They'll look to be more efficient tonight.
Crawford over the top, a soft block, 4-0 Hawaii. Back set, Val Sturck is done. Sturck is the dynamic hitter blocker. And Sturck blocked it. It's popped up. Whip it over to Roble. And Roble buries it cross court. She injured her ankle on November 3rd. She had to sit out 6 matches. And now the coaches say she's about 85%.
And 85% for a player like Jenna Roble is definitely somebody you want to have on the court.
4-1 now as the Spartans get their first point. And right through the block goes Therese Crawford. So Crawford has 2 kills.
I talked about the match, Chris, but if I'm Chuck Irby, I don't want Courtney DeBolt blocking against Therese Crawford.
4 serving 1. Robin Amo. Pretty good pass there. DeBolt steps left, and Roble punches another one through. Jenna Roble, 14 kills against BYU, but then Coach Irby deciding not to play her, taking a gamble against San Diego State, felt he could get by, so she would be healthy tonight.
Right, had a very long night against BYU, got a lot of inflammation and swelling, and is battling with scar tissue, so she's working every day in physical therapy on mobility, really icing. You can see it's her left ankle, the one with the smaller ankle brace, but there's a steel bar in there that helps support the ankle.
Round the horn, Sturck is blocked. Coming back over, good, jams it down. Cecilia Gooch got the block, 5-1 Hawaii here in game 1.
Celia Goods, blocking is her forte. She's so quick and tall, and she's up on the ball. You've always got to know where the ball is, especially in those situations.
DeBolt shoots it left. Morales, ball dug right back over, but out of bounds. So give the ball to the Michigan State Spartans, and official timeout. 5-1 Hawaii in the early going. We'll be back after these messages of their program. This is uncharted territory, a very inexperienced team.
And are only 2-1 in tournament play.
Ball is blocked. That's Dana Cook in the middle. And now a free ball to the Spartans. DeBolt shoots it left. And Morales hits it out of bounds off the antenna. Experience, inexperience. Michigan State just hasn't been there very much. Hawaii 31-10. Hawaii been in the NCAA playoffs since they've had them 14 out of 15 years. Morales and Hawaii doing a very good job on Morales so far. And Crawford's into the bottom of the net.
Perfect example of Crawford when she doesn't get the explosive approach that she likes. She isn't very skilled at just keeping the ball in play.
Substitution, Julie Pavlis goes out. And back in the front line is Corey Richard. Shank pass, ace.
Serve.
So Courtney DeBolt with the ace.
Perfectly executed game plan. You can see how shallow the University of Hawaii serve-receive is. They're about 10 feet inbound. You want to serve deep corners.
Pretty good pass there. Play action. Set was too low. Set left. Morales off the block. Out of bounds. Point Spartans. So Michigan State rebounds with a couple of points. Hawaii is going to make a substitution right off the bat. Here comes Nalani Yamashita. So Dave Shoji maybe trying to sneak Cecilia Goods through the back row one time.
He knows it's going to be a long match with a lot of rallies. He doesn't want to run out of subs too early.
Now, I might tell you about that. You're allowed 12 subs. Explain the rest of it.
You get 12 subs coming in. The person, though, on your 12th that's in has to stay in. So as I mentioned earlier, if you get stuck, you want your tall player in there.
Right. So he's trying to get Goods through, but Michigan State taking up and serving her 5-3 here in game one. There's Dana Cook, the middle blocker. Both teams have excellent middle attacks and blockers.
And Cook so far hitting 1,000 on the night. 3 kills and 3 attempts.
That'll get it done. Amo sets left, and it is off. The Spartan defense out of bounds.
Robbins is such a jumper. She touches 10-3. You can see it here. When you're one-on-one with a block, you've got to pound away. Sturt gives her the angle by taking line, and she finds it.
First kill for Robbins. Pretty good pass there. DeBolt sets left. Oh, and Roble pounds it straight down out of bounds. So Jen Roble, perhaps trying to get her timing, hits it out, and it's 6-3.
Look at this great approach, though, and with her shoulder rotation, she just over-rotates a little bit too much with that right shoulder, misses the sideline.
Setter again, let's see. DeBolt into the middle, out of bounds, no touch. They set Richard.
Michigan State running into the same problem as Arizona State did. Because of the big block of the Wahine, they're taking away so much court. Michigan State has to find the sharp angles.
7 hitting errors so far for Michigan State. We've played about halfway through game one. So the Spartans are having some problems. Amo blocks Roble. That's a great matchup. A great freshman hitter against Amo, who's a terrific 5'9" blocker.
She, in fact, led her team last night with 7 blocks. Setters never do that.
8-3 our score. Hawaii taking it to Michigan State at the moment. Over to Richard, and Richard snuck it through.
University of Hawaii doing a nice job keeping the Michigan State offense very predictable. Their blocking assignments are kept right on track. There's always 1, if not 2 blockers up on the attack.
Little inside play, Crawford into the open spot. Substitution coming in. Cecilia Goods, comes back in the front line. Cecilia, her long name, and she also goes by Sia.
Sia to her friends,
I've got the middle name down perfect already, too. 8-3, could be 9-3 coming up. Wahine on the attack, going to Goods. That's set, she touched the net. She touched the net. That's going to be Spartan ball. Set was too tight.
Boy, big break for the Spartans.
Watch her.
Yep, into the net on her way down.
By the way, if you're wondering if pigtails, if your hair goes into the net, that is not considered a net in women's collegiate volleyball.
In the olden days, your shirt and your hair used to be a net. Now you can hit your hair on it as much as you want.
You'd like to be playing these days with that mop you got.
I used to have this long ponytail, and it would drive me nuts.
Yeah. Drove a lot of people nuts. 8-3, game one.
Speak for yourself,
Chris Marlowe, Heather Shaney. I am. 5-point lead for the Wahine. Little dump shot. Nicely done. Courtney DeBolt. DeBolt, a terrific player. 5'9" senior from Buffalo Grove, Illinois.
DeBolt's goal is to get her hitters one-on-one. She'll have to be very deceptive with her footwork and her wrist motion. 8-3.
Spartans really haven't started blocking yet. The Hawaii offense has been very, very strong. Out of the back line, there goes Roble, and Roble hits it out. No touch detected.
Roble, uncharacteristic night. You know, I wondered last night with her sitting out. I think she's a little bit cold, hasn't gotten into the groove like the team was able to last night.
Exactly. As soon as the serve is over, I'm going to give you what I think is an interesting statistic. Ball whacked out of bounds. Hawaii, when it wins game one, is 28-0. They're also 3-0 when they don't win game one. Michigan State, meanwhile, is 31-0 when they win game one, just 1-2 when they don't win game one.
Tells you how important it is, motivation and momentum-wise, to get that game number one.
Set left, here comes Robbins, and there it goes.
Jocelyn Robbins, one of those players in her younger days, didn't think she was a Division I caliber player. Look at her athletic ability. You know she's one of the best in the nation.
Deep serve. You know, Michigan State isn't passing that well. I should say they are passing pretty well, but still the Hawaii block is there. Timeout. There's a break in the action. The score 10-3 Hawaii. You're watching an NCAA in Hawaii. Hawaii with a big lead, 7 points. So far the story has been hitting errors by the Michigan State Spartans. Spartans have 11. That won't get it done.
You just can't do that. And Hawaii, on the other hand, hitting well over 500, a 50% hitting efficiency. You just won't lose with that.
Yamashita is in to serve. The human backboard, working it deep. Set left, here comes Morales. That's a little tight. Over to Morales again, and she's long. Make it a point, and now it's 11-3. So Hawaii comes out firing.
Right, very intimidated by the University of Hawaii block with all reason, but Michigan State has a much taller team.
Michigan State averaging over 6 feet in its starting lineup as the put-away is made there. Now the Spartans will sub. Going out is Julie Pavlis, and coming back in, Corey Richards.
For University of Hawaii, Junquist is the tallest at 6'3", Goods at 6'1", then they immediately drop to 5'8".
Yeah, but jumping 5'8" and 5'9".
Exactly.
Right side, Jenny Wilton with the pound.
Robin Omo doing a great job having a very diverse offense. She's spreading it from antenna to antenna, making it very hard for Michigan State to put up a solid block.
Pretty good pass there to Bolt, back set, Richard. So far, Richard is... Oh! And Chuck Irby, the Michigan State coach, is up and hot. Well, that ball looked like it came out fairly clean.
Is that a homer call? We say we've got neutral refs up there.
Yes.
Got to call it both ways.
That was too tight. I think that was too tight. That personally won. Over to Morales. Blocked by Hawaii. Timeout, Spartans.
You know, Chris, that is a playable ball. University of Hawaii blocked it. However, it was a soft deflection. If Michigan State's coverage, you've got to have a primary and a secondary. Last game one,
Yep.
Penn State came back. Ironically enough, Coach Irby also voted District Coach of the Year in his district. 13-3 as Dana Cook jams one down. So far, the Hawaiian block has been beautiful. Good digging. Therese Crawford on fire. Spartans hitting the ball out in the net and into the block. That about sums it up so far. Left side, and the ball blocked. Courtney DeBolt. Nope. Set left, Jenna Roble. And Hawaii whacks it over. DeBolt, back set, Richards still looking for the put away, and she does. One interesting thing that the Spartans wanted to do is stay away from the Hawaii middle blockers and try to work on the smaller outside blockers of Hawaii, but so far that hasn't worked. It's not working. We said it's going to be the battle between Roble and Crawford, and at this point, Crawford is winning.
Back set. Ljungqvist with the drive, the Big West Player of the Year. Two kills.
Very skilled off of one leg on those back slides. She can hit down the line or cross court. Michigan State has got to rotate their middle back down to the left corner to dig those balls.
Robbins with the serve, good pass, play action coming around the horn, and straight down it goes. It looks a little more like the Spartan offense.
When they're able to execute and keep two hitters in their offense at all times, they're a tough team to beat.
You know who hasn't been much of a factor so far is number 12, Val Sturck.
She's been in the back row a lot, Chris.
Off the Michigan State block, and Hawaii will have it. Hawaii this year wins over Texas, UCLA, Loyola, Pacific a couple of times, Texas A&M, UC Santa Barbara, Long Beach State. And now one win away from going back to the national semifinals. 13 serving 4. Game 1. Move it over to Roble. Amo sets left. Crawford blocks. She hits a lot of high seam. You better put your hands up there. Scooped up. Nice play. And back the other way. Roble unable to move and make that play. Point, Hawaii.
Hawaii executing so well right now. That's what Michigan State wants to do. They want to deflect the ball, but you've got to keep it up and keep it in play.
First game point for the Wahine. Into the middle, off the head. Good shot, Val Sturck.
With the patent patented bingo play. Michigan State's offense is very sophisticated. They like to run a lot of tricks and crossing patterns.
Stirk with her second kill. That's low total for her. Richard serving. Amo sets left, and it's off the block as Therese Crawford. You know, they tell me that Therese Crawford had a very mediocre freshman year, and between her freshman year and her sophomore year, tremendous improvement as Hawaii will serve up second game point. Back set, and down the hatch goes Stirk. So Val Stirk, first team All Big Ten, should be an All-America. The junior from Byron Center, Michigan. And she's looking for her first block. Goods taps it. DeBolt back set, coming around the horn. Yes, Stirk.
It worked all night last night. DeBolt to Stirk with that backslide, either the A or the high J slide. Pretty much unstoppable.
14-5 now. Double contact.
Well, they're calling it fair so far then, Chris.
How much will the crowd here in Hawaii, will they put pressure on their team? Will there be some pressure on the Hawaii players?
You know, Chris, I think so. Everybody would say it's such an advantage to be playing here at home, but they haven't lost, and they've got a very loyal booster club and fan base. I mean, you can see with the roar of the crowd and the 10,000 people here that it's tough for the Wahine. I mean, they're here an hour after the match is finished signing autographs. A lot of pressure put on them.
14-6, game point. Third one coming up for the Wahine. DeBolt, good. Shoves it back, set left, Morales, and this should be it. They'll set high left. No, they'll set back middle. Crawford, yes. So round one goes to the Wahine, and Therese Crawford will return with more NCAA women's volleyball.
They reflect because Hawaii only had 16 kills. Michigan State had 18 and still lost the first game dramatically. Also the blocking. Hawaii with 5 blocks, and that's why Michigan State is hitting so poorly with 12 hitting errors. Hawaii is taking away so much court with their penetrating hands. They've got great position on the block. Michigan State has nowhere to go.
Chuck Irby, the head coach for Michigan State, right there. He told me before the match, we would like to shut the crowd down and win game one. Hasn't worked so far. Roble had just 3 kills and did not look herself in game one.
Roble leading the team with 4.7 kills per game, so definitely below her average. What the Spartans have to do is focus on those fundamentals, getting the platform out so that they can run the sophisticated offense.
Meanwhile, Therese Crawford started game one with 6 kills. As that ball's hit into the bottom of the net. So Michigan State has its first lead of the night. 1-0 Spartans. Trying to serve deep, part of the strategy for Michigan State. Set high left, Robbins over the top, nice play. Okay, Hawaii's hitters are really well trained on the left side. You don't see them get blocked all that often. They make hitting errors out of bounds, but they're able to go over the top a lot.
Right, it's always through the seam or over the top, so they may hit long, but never get a roof.
DeBolt, one hand back set, and that's 4 contacts. Good call.
Just a little too tricky for DeBolt. She could have gotten both hands that fine. Decided to be a little flashy.
Serving is Jenny Wilton, the best server on Hawaii. 37 aces coming in. Richard pops it through. Corey Richard is the X factor. Chuck Irby has said that normally when she plays well, we win, because the other players do play well. Richard is a 6'2" sophomore from Kentwood, Michigan,
who has really come on in the second half of the season.
You know, Hawaii's done this without much from Ljungqvist. As that ball is blocked, Spartans, Richard was there, and it's 2-1.
And Chris, that's a scary statement. If Ljungqvist hasn't been very involved in the offense, it can only get better from here for the Rainbow Wahine.
Maybe great way. Ljungqvist had 2 kills. Wow. He had 5 blocks. I don't know what match I'm watching. A nice jam by Amo. Maybe just hasn't been as effective hitting the ball because she hasn't been getting the ball.
Well, she hasn't touched very many balls. She's only taken 3 swings.
Oh, so I was right. Except for the blocking part. 2-1, Michigan State.
Give it to you, Chris.
Game 2. Deep serve, nicely done. DeBolt sets left, and Roble is done. Yamashita and Crawford coming back over. Free ball, Spartans. That's trouble. That's a terrible free ball pass, and Hawaii gets the point.
This crowd loves good volleyball. One key for Michigan State, their coach to block line, but the University of Hawaii is a cross-court pounding team. I think they need to move the block in a little bit.
Maybe. Give it to Roble, and she hits it off Amo out of bounds. A weak hit, but a nice result for Jenna Roble. Roble gets her 4th kill. And Dana Cook to serve it up. 2-2, game 2. Hawaii won the first. Glad you're with us. Big pound, but it's out. Fans saying it's in. Linesman saying it's out. Well, they overrule. They overrule and give it to Hawaii. And Chuck Irby.
Both coaches off the bench. Dave Shoji wanting to make sure he hears the conversation that takes place.
Let's take a quick look, see if we can check it out. Out or in?
Tough to say. Oh, on the line, Chris?
No, I think that may have caught the line. I think so.
If it touches the line, it's in. Just like beach volleyball, tape bounces.
So far, doing a good job. Oh, what a play by Crawford. She digs it up.
Great save.
You can touch the pole. You just can't touch the net. Over to Richard. And Hawaii playing pinball defense. Bing, 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 bing. Hawaii on the attack. Amo sets left. Crawford. Not yet. 2-2. Game 2. Comes Roble, and she kills it.
That's a big crowd killer for the Spartans. They were up on their feet. Listen to this, though. They appreciate good volleyball. Cheering on a great rally.
Julie Pavlis comes in, 156 digs this year and 16 aces. A tremendous defensive specialist. Good pass. Out to Crawford. Crawford. I'll set Crawford again. And she puts it away.
Third time's the charm, right, Chris?
Well, one concern I've got about that kind of a play. Remember, Hawaii played the late match last night. They started at 8:30, ended at 10:30, got home late. Michigan State played the early match. They got much more rest, and that might be a factor if you go long. You don't want to set, in my opinion, one player too much and wear them out.
Everybody about 20 attacks on the night.
Yeah, spread it out. Going to Crawford. We'll keep a track on how many balls she's hitting. She's hitting a lot in the first 2 games.
And as mentioned, a key to this game, get all 4 players, all 4 attackers in double digits tonight. And the Rainbow Wahine are starting off sort of on a negative slate. We've got 3 players that have flu symptoms. Robin Amo, Jenny Wilton, and Jocelyn Robbins all not feeling 100%, plus battling final exams this week and the late match.
And still, they're winning easily so far, 1-0 and 3-2 here in game 2. Little off speed, Crawford is there. Amos, that's quick, good. Little Kingstrup.
That's an Elena Oden play if I've ever seen it. Elena Oden from UOP, a 2-time National Player of the Year, was so good at whipping the ball and finding the open court, especially deep in the corners.
4-2 Hawaii here in game 2. Chris Marlowe and Heather Shaney with the call as that ball tipped down by Val Sturt. Michigan State, a record of 33-2. Only losses early in the season to Long Beach State, Brian Gemalaro's young squad, and Wisconsin in November as the service error rears its ugly head. Side out Hawaii. Here's Crawford.
Second service error for Jenna Roble. That isn't one of her strong suits. She leads the team in service errors.
Down the line. Wow. It just barely went over. And Hawaii with a dig. Hawaii, a fine defensive team. They'll whip it left side. Robbins got a touch. Touch called. And Michigan State saying, who touched it? Michigan State questioning the call.
Courtney DeVault up talking to the ref as team captain. She's the only one that's able to communicate with the up official. Chuck Irby is not supposed to.
5-2.
DeVault calling the offensive signals, running the offense.
Here comes Morales, and she puts it away. Let's check the second kill for Morales, and a timeout is called. All right, game 2. We're coming back after these messages. 5-2 Hawaii. We'll have more controversial touch call. Did it touch the Michigan State block or not?
Well, the key is whether or not the ball gets deflected or the fingertips go back. I don't see either one of those 2 things happening. I say no touch.
I agree. I agree. If it was a micro touch, but, you know, the referee is in the best place to see that normally.
And you can often hear it, too, especially off of longer fingernails. You can hear sort of that scratching sound.
Michigan State in black and dark green, Hawaii in white. Glad you're with us. The Mountain Regional Final, Division I NCAA Women's Volleyball. Hawaii won game one easily. 15-5, crowd was roaring. Michigan State hitting the ball all over the place. This is game two. Michigan State playing a little bit better, starting to get a little momentum.
Nice deep serve coming from Michigan State.
Good pass. They'll set left, and Robbins is stuck. Courtney DeBolt was there trying to maybe go over DeBolt. DeBolt is only 5'9", but she stopped that one.
It's the weakest rotation with DeBolt in the front row, only because she's not as strong as the other blockers. She's very skilled, but just not as tall.
Into the middle. Good. And Cecilia Good. She led Kamehameha High School to back-to-back state titles, 93 and 94. Now she'll go up for a rest. And here comes Nalani. Nalani Yamashita in to serve. 5-4. Off the top, popped up, coming again. Morales. And give her the kill. So Morales puts one down.
Chris, it's very tough to dig a ball out of the net. You have to be very patient, and if the net isn't very taut, the ball doesn't spring out, and it tends to just sort of dribble. That's what Ljungqvist found there. She was too eager to pop it out right out of the net. Need to wait till it almost contacts the floor.
Julie Pavlis is in. Ljungqvist blocked. Spartans ready for that one. Off speed. That's blocked. And the lift called on Hawaii. So the Spartans have tied it up here in game two, 5-5 now.
Definitely.
And the crowd comes alive.
Hanging in there, considering they're hitting 138 against Hawaii's 455. Remarkable.
Over the top. Great shot by Jocelyn Robbins. Beautiful.
The fifth kill for Robbins. Great extension. She's so good at hitting high hands, finding the deep corner.
Ball stopped over. Referee says play on. Back set. Ljungqvist. Yes. Angelica Ljungqvist from Vallentuna, Sweden. Played on the Swedish national team for a couple of years.
Nice timing between Amau and Ljungqvist. Michigan State needs to change their defense. Rotate DeBolt more into the corner so that she doesn't have to extend that far.
Through the block. Left side. Robbins out of bounds.
Shoji not happy with the call. Chris, I think we predicted early on this will be a heated battle. We'll see both coaches much more animated than they have been all season. Obviously, it's for all the marbles, plus they've got such a history.
Little dump shot. Beautiful play by DeBolt to get that one up. Setters know when the other setter's about to dump. And Jocelyn Robbins looks great. 5 kills for Robbins. She has 4 blocks. And now she will serve. Robbins led Hawaii in digs this year, 3rd in kills. Left side, that set is way too low, but Roble sneaks it through. Roble doing a nice job. That was a low, tight set, and somehow she got it in there.
That's a set that somebody with a hurt ankle won't go 110% for. She was being a little bit careful, but still going after every tight ball.
Hawaii 6-5. Here comes Ljungqvist in the same play. They're blocking line on her. She hits it straight down through the seam every time.
Right now, Chris, Michigan State has to focus when they are serving. Serve to take Ljungqvist out of the offense. And by doing that, I mean serve a short ball, maybe the right corner, so that she can't run that swing play.
I don't know how you can stop her. She's running it at will. Richard around the horn, and she puts it down. Richard hitting 274 this year. Coaches say she has tremendous potential. Streaks of brilliance, and then sometimes you wonder. But she's been playing well lately. She comes out for a rest, and that means that Pavlis should be back in. She is serving. 6-5 Hawaii game 2. And Therese Crawford up high. Crawford 13 kills, 13 errors. She hit 0 against Arizona State.
Chalking up kill number 8 so far, just midway through game 2, hitting .333.
So looking good tonight. Hawaii by 1. Set left, Roble lets it out of bounds. Point Hawaii.
Roble, if we're watching that matchup, hitting just above 0.
Here's Amo. Going around the horn, here comes Kirk, and it's dug back up. Ljungqvist, a very underrated defender. Hawaii chance to get a point. Set back. Wilton got it. 8-5.
Great set. Look at the wrist flexion in Amo, and Jenny Wilton, the senior captain, knows how to tool the block.
Ace. Robin Amo.
Only the first service ace tonight for the Wahine, but they're known as serving tough, not getting a lot of aces, but making the opponent move.
Missed serve there. Ball to Michigan State. What can Michigan State do now to change the momentum that Hawaii has picked up?
Well, I think they need to keep a fast-paced offense going. The key is don't let Hawaii score more than 2 points in a row. They want to create the momentum.
Nice up, backcourt. I think it was Roble. Here she comes. Hawaii with a block. Set left. Morales. That's a block. Tipped up. And a nice play. Courtney DeBolt. I think she blocked it up and then poked it over.
Yeah, very heads up, but because it was both Stirk and DeBolt, double contact, DeBolt can go in and get the second ball. Here's another replay of the cover. Stirk got her hand on it. Nice heads-up play by DeBolt to know to go after it.
9-5, serve out of bounds. I think one thing that Michigan State needs to do is serve Hawaii tougher. Hawaii's passing perfectly. If you don't make the Rainbows move,
right, exactly.
You're not going to score some points.
Take the middle out of the offense.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, Ljungqvist, we just have to serve her. Michigan State has to serve her where she can't run her pattern.
Tough block. Robbins. Jocelyn Robbins says she patterns her play after former Long Beach State star Christine Romero, who's a very flashy outside hitter at her time. Big hit there and out of the reach of Hawaii, and a timeout is called. Breaking the action. The score is 10-6. Hawaii up by 4. Freshman sensation Roble not playing too badly. She's got 6 kills, but Michigan State has just not been able to get on a roll and get their offense and defense clicking together.
They just haven't had the momentum because every time they're serving, they're starting out serving too easy to take Hawaii out of their offense. As we mentioned, I keep saying Michigan State wants to force the University of Hawaii to an outside set.
Yamashita with the serve. You see the hitting percentage is Hawaii. 4-14 as Jenny Wilton jams it down. Oh, no, wait a second. They're calling a net on Hawaii. Let's check that. So the net called on Hawaii. 10-6 score remains. Shoji up. They tell me when Shoji starts stomping the floor and doing his Mr. Ed imitation, then he's really mad.
Then that means he's mad, huh?
Yeah. You remember Mr. Ed, of course, the talking horse.
The talking horse, indeed.
A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
Meanwhile, Michigan State with the ace gets another point. Look for them to serve short right now. Ljungqvist at the net will have to run off the 10-foot line.
That's a great serve. Good pass. Amo into the middle and the put away. What a set by number 11, Robin Amo. On her knees, jacking that thing up to Ljungqvist.
Most setters will use a forearm pass in that situation. She's so quick that she can get down on her knees and use her hands.
10-7 game 2. And Ljungqvist is there. Fingernails to see if one of them came off on that rejection.
Look at how close they get their hands. Their feet aren't close together, but Ljungqvist overcompensates and drops her hands in, closing the seam.
6 blocks for Ljungqvist. That is a surprise. Oral Roberts beating Notre Dame 3-0.
Interesting matchups on both sides. A Pac-10 battle. That's the third time that those teams have seen each other. I was surprised.
Game 2 not out of reach. However, the Spartans down by 4, but they need to turn it on now or soon. Morales, and it's out of bounds.
It's really surprising me that the Spartans are trying so hard to hit over the block. Take advantage of any seam. Right here, she's got line wide open. There's no block up. Snap down. They're a tall team. They practice against each other every day. They shouldn't be intimidated.
Select play, Wilton lift. That's a lift on Crawford. That's a good call. Ball came rolling up.
Right, and it rested in Crawford's forearm.
Crowd booing, but they didn't see that one clearly. 12-7, Hawaii by 5. Game 2. Veronica Morales with the serve, the sophomore from Buenos Aires. And once again, Michigan State trying to serve deep, back Hawaii up. It's not working so far.
But, Chris, if you're going to miss a serve, you want to miss long. Give your opponent the opportunity to play it. A serve into the net is absolutely useless, so err on the long side.
Robbins with the serve. Back set. And block is Richard. Boy, Hawaii's blocking has been unbelievable. To count them up.
Great penetrating block. Again, it's the footwork. They're so trained. They watch the shoulder rather than the ball, which is the key to a good block.
12 blocks. 6 for Ljungqvist. And 6 for Robbins. And suddenly, it is game point. So the Spartans' sophisticated offense has gone into the tank as Hawaii has its first game point. Robbins serving. Trouble, left side, Roble. Yamashita digs it. Crawford going. Can't get there.
Nice hustle by Crawford. You can't cross that pole. There's a make-believe barrier there. Crawford just had all the gusto, though, and went after it. But the minute that you cross the plane of the extended net, it's out of bounds.
Serving is number 5, Dana Cook, ace. So make it 14-8. Boy, that's just like a replay of the Arizona State match. Is it a carbon copy? Hawaii gets out to a big lead. Arizona State kind of rallies a little, and Hawaii wins it.
And they don't give up on the game point. Both Arizona State and Michigan State are fighting strong to stay in it.
All right, Angelica Ljungqvist will serve it up. Cecilia Robbins back in the front line. Ljungqvist speaks 3 languages, English, French, and Swedish. Looking for the big dig. Not that time. The first legitimate heat we've seen from number 6, Jenna Roble. So that is a good sign. Got up high and pounded it hard.
Very good, considering that Roble can tend to get down. Coach Irby said because she's young, she doesn't have all the confidence in the world.
Amo setting it up. Here comes Ljungqvist. Got a bad takeoff. Now good. Wow. A little double there on the putaway. Hawaii will get it. And Hawaii will serve it up. Crawford with 9 kills. 3rd game point. Amo serving. Good pass, play action. Serve is rejected. Therese Robbins getting the block. So Hawaii leading Michigan State 2-0. We'll return with more NCAA women's volleyball after these messages.
22 hitting errors, Hawaii with 8. Kills have evened out a little bit. Hawaii taking the edge. Digs, Hawaii is digging nails out there. And the service errors, because Michigan State's really going for those deep corners, they've got 4 service errors opposed to Hawaii's only 1.
The key players tonight, Therese Crawford, unbelievable. 9 kills, 1 error, 20 attempts, 400. Her counterpart, Jenna Roble, 8 kills, 6 errors, 21 attempts, hitting .095. So far, Therese Crawford is winning the battle in terms of the key matchup or the key players tonight. Real critical here for Michigan State. They have got to get a good start to have a chance to come back in this match. Remember, it's the best 3 out of 5 right now. Hawaii leading Michigan State 2-0.
And that 10-minute break between games 2 and 3 is the best thing for the Spartans. What they want to do is slow down the momentum that Hawaii created in the first 2 games and start playing their game on their side of the net, which they haven't done so far.
Really, the best thing for an underdog team is to have that 10-minute break as Jocelyn Robbins fires it through. She has also played very well.
Arizona State, a perfect example, played very flat in the first 2 games, used that 10-minute break to their advantage, and came out and played on fire in game 3. And Hawaii, you know, Michigan State had gone home, hadn't really seen Hawaii at their weakest point in game 3 against Arizona State, which may have been a scouting detriment.
1-0 Hawaii. Little dink by Morales. Coming past is Crawford. Wilton. Nice dig. Into the middle. There's Crawford again. Out of the back line, Wilton. And Roble pops it up. Back set. Morales. Little knuckleball. Chance for point right here. Go to Robbins. See ya.
Michigan State is the type of team that needs to terminate on their first opportunity. Here they give a free ball back to Hawaii, and Robbins is just too strong in the seam. Michigan State needs to move the block inside.
3-0 Hawaii. One thing Michigan State can't do, they can't let the Hawaii outside hitters, and they're doing it, let them hit cross court, sizzle the pits. They can't let them hit that shot or this match is over.
And that's 90% of Hawaii's shots go sharp cross court. Chuck Irby coaches that you've got to take away the line because it's the weakest place to dig in volleyball. But with a team that hits 90% of their shots cross court, you have to move the block in, force Hawaii to do something that they don't like to do.
Wahine on fire at the moment. It's 4-0, could be 5 coming up. Ball played over. Free action for the Spartans. And the put away. Pretty good shot out there on the left, Corey Richard. Getting the blast. And the 8 Spartan fans still have a little hope. Where's Michigan State in the grade 8, gone farther, or further I should say, than anybody ever thought they would. There's the shot. There's the shot. Robbins.
Robbins again just excelling with her vertical jump and her athletic ability. She basically can hit right over any block.
4-0. Robbins serving into the net. So Michigan State will have the ball.
Let's see where Michigan State decides to serve. They really need to take advantage of taking Ljungqvist out of the offense.
And Amo tries to jam it over.
Perfect example by serving to the right side of the court where Ljungqvist is set up at right front. It's very hard for her to run her pattern. She'll probably want to swing in front of the setter. Here she comes, and it's over her shoulder. Hard to see.
Wilton out of the back line.
So the strategy coming from Irby and the assistant coach Tolley, who's actually calling the serving signals, is working. The Wahine are having to go to different offensive options, but they're just terminating wherever they set the ball.
So far, it's been all Hawaii, winning the first 2 games, leading here in Game 3, 4-1. Winner of this one plays the winner of Nebraska and UCLA to be decided tomorrow night. Over the top, Crawford. Scooping over to Robo. Free ball, Hawaii. On the attack, looking for good. Not yet. Dug up, Spartans. Left side, Robo. Dink. Got it. Jenna Robo going over the top and down.
Robo taking a lot of swings tonight. Lots of transition. This time she gets caught very tight to the net. Nice move. So far tonight, that hasn't worked. The ball to the middle of the court because of the perimeter read. Wahine defense is just too quick.
Pavlis into serve. Pretty good serve there. They go over to Crawford. And the first ball hit out by Therese Crawford. So Therese Crawford hits one out. And it's 4-2. Good serve. They'll set Crawford again. And she rams it down the line. Crawford is such a fun player to watch. Called the biggest surprise of the year. They say she hits hard, harder, or into the net.
It's either a kill or a block with Crawford. So far tonight, a lot of kills.
She's got a lot of potential. Remember, she is just a sophomore. 4-2, Game 3. Over the top, dug by Ljungqvist. Joust coming up. Oh, nice slam dunk there by Jenna Roble. Roble, the Illinois state record holder as a high schooler, 1,243. Also played basketball and track, so she knows the jump ball well.
And here she just gets over the net, doesn't give Wilton an opportunity.
Back set, down the hatch. Therese Crawford.
Normally only see Crawford coming out of the outside. This time, Amo decides to swing her behind, and it works.
Crawford, a second team all Big West, and she will serve 4-2 Hawaii. And down the hatch, Cecilia Good. She was waiting for that one.
And very well scouted. As a middle blocker, you have to know who your hitters are and whether or not the setter is front row and back row. Goods had DeBolt's number all along.
Cecilia had the goods on that play. Is that
Definitely
what you're saying?
so.
All right. 5-2 Hawaii. Round the horn. Val Sturck, and I think they're going to have to set Val Sturck more to get that Spartan offense untracked. Timeout, 5-2 Hawaii. We'll be back after these messages with more NCAA women's volleyball.
Numbers say it all in this instance, 403 to 125.
Can Hawaii keep doing it, though? Wilton, did she get a touch? Yes.
She's asking
yes.
for it. Oh,
They say a touch.
a convincing call by Wilton.
Hawaii will have it. And here comes Nalani Yamashita.
Michigan State's done a better job in Game 3, controlling the momentum, not letting Hawaii go on huge scoring runs. That's what they've got to focus on. No more than 2 points in a row.
Off the hands, out of bounds. You know, Chuck Irby told us when we get in trouble, we've got to side out. And that's what Michigan State's been unable to do, is get that side-out rhythm. They've just given up too many points too quickly.
Well, with an offensive system like they have, they love to serve receive, and they're a great side-out team. They just haven't gotten all the cylinders going.
Wilton, Roble pops it up, 5-2, Game 3. Hawaii won the first two. Little off speed, DeBolt pops it up. And some confusion there. Here comes Crawford on the run, and the put away.
Great versatility and athletic ability out of Dana Cook. There was a lot of confusion, miscommunication on the Spartan side, and Dana Cook took control of the net. Sometimes
a little play like that can turn things around. 5-3 is our score. And Spartans get another point, 5-4.
Cook, known as the most versatile athlete on the team, is really playing some heady net play. The junior, as a co-captain, has a lot of experience out there on the court.
Big Ten champs down by 1 to the Big West champs. And another point, 5-5. Doesn't seem like the timing is there between Amo and Ljungqvist.
Well, what's happening is Ljungqvist is getting in front of the ball, having to hit behind her. That way she can't see Michigan State's block or the defense.
Set left. Ball is blocked, poked up by Yamashita. They go over to Robbins. And it's rejected by Dana Cook.
Is on fire.
She's cooking.
4 key plays in a row for the Spartans. Second lead of the night at 6-5. Amazing play from Cook.
The first lead of the night was in Game 2. Michigan State led for 1 point, 1-0. Spartans coming on now. Set left, over to Morales. And it's dug up. 6-5, Spartans by 1. Robbins. Out of bounds.
Nice duck by Morales. Robbins trying to hit sharp cross court, but over the block. What you want to do is either get the seam or get a little bit sharper inside the armpit.
Top serve, 8 for Courtney DeBolt. Now make it 8-5, Michigan State. So the Spartans are not dead yet. We're in Game 3. Hawaii leads at 2-0. This is an NCAA Productions telecast. Stay with us. And she is serving. Hawaii has been outscored 8-1 in this game after leading 4-0. Ball put away. Robbins doing the limbo. Remember the limbo, Heather, when you were a little tight?
Oh, I sure do. She had a very tight set, had to keep her body out of the net. Nice job by Robbins.
Morales, and the block is out of bounds. So going off the top and out of bounds, Spartans will have it. Michigan State in their black uniforms with the green numerals. And Hawaii in their home whites. 8-5, Spartans, quick set, and once again, it's behind Ljungqvist. Set left, Robbins. Blocked. Ljungqvist turns around and throws it.
Ljungqvist right now really needs to focus on getting far enough off the net in transition and serve.
Got to set her the slide. Forget about the one. She's not hitting the quick set.
Too close to the net, way in front of the ball.
Got to set the slide to Ljungqvist. Let's see if she goes around.
Going around. Nope, into the 3.
Well, she can't hit that one either as Sparrow. That's another double contact. Good call.
Sweaty ball out there. By Game 3, everybody's really wet. The forearms are wet. When you go to try and handle a ball and you're not a setter, it's going to spin.
Tighten up your hands, you young volleyball players, with your setting. Don't keep them too far apart.
Wipe them on your tights before you contact the ball.
Or wipe them on someone else's tights.
Exactly.
That's even better. 9-5 Spartans, Game 3. DeBolt. Free ball. Chance for Hawaii point. Amo going to Ljungqvist, and she delivers. There's her play, the master of the slide.
That's the ticket right there. Also, Michigan State is not getting to the outside. You see a seam in the block. There's a little hesitation. Amo is such a deceptive setter that she holds Michigan State's middle block.
Well, you can bet that slide's coming up again if Hawaii gets another free ball. There's a good pass. Left side Roble on the inside tandem. Amo sets left. Here comes Crawford, and she is stuck. So finally, the Spartans get smart and get in that cross-court angle.
Dana Cook working very hard laterally across the net to get her feet closed and drop. 6 blocks so far for Cook.
9-6 is our score. Here comes Crawford again, off speed, chance for Spartan point. Back set, and through the block and down goes Corey Richards. And you can see the Spartans starting to get some momentum and regain their confidence.
Exactly what happened last night against Arizona State in Game 3. The University of Hawaii tends to go in peaks and valleys, and they're doing it again in Game 3.
Ace! Dana Cook has really turned it on. 2 aces for Cook.
Going for the deep corners again, forcing Hawaii to make a decision.
Remember, that was part of the strategy early of Michigan State. Serve deep, back to Hawaiian serve, receive up. Over to Crawford. Spartans humming, it's 11-6. Now make it 12-6 as Roble delivers. Wow, it's going fast now. Remember, Hawaii came out and led this game 4-0.
And they've only got 1 timeout. Let's see when they use it. Coach Shoji will use a substitution to slow down Michigan State's momentum, but is saving his 1 timeout. We've used both TV timeouts.
Kelly Cordray comes in, going out as Robbins, 12-6 Michigan State. And once again, a deep serve, play action pass, Ljungqvist, yes. But now Ljungqvist will go into the back line and serve it up. Cecilia Goods comes back in the front line to block. There's Ljungqvist.
Right now with Goods opposed to Stirk, I say get the ball to Stirk on the slide. Go behind the setter.
12-6 Michigan State here in Game 3. Hawaii won the first 2. Inside Roble. Oh, and Crawford touched it. You know, Roble is starting to come on a little now, Heather. Let's check her numbers. Roble with 12 kills.
Well, Chris, it's a lot easier on the ankle to get the adrenaline flowing. Once the blood is pumping and you're nice and warmed up, the pain just goes away.
Crawford wails it out of bounds. So it's the tale of the 2 outside hitters. Roble starting to come on. Crawford slowing down just a bit. Michigan State 13, Hawaii 6. Amo sets left. Here comes Crawford. Bingo.
Key play for the University of Hawaii and Therese Crawford. When the University of Hawaii has to go to Crawford, that's when she's not quite as good. This time she has a solid block against her, gets right on the inside. Michigan State again needs to move that block in.
6-13, Hawaii trailing. Michigan State down the hatch, Val Stirk. Let's check the numbers on the great Val Stirk. Just 8 kills for Stirk. And officially, she does not have a block tonight, Heather, and that is very surprising.
So different from last night.
I tell you, her parents are sitting right behind us, and they're going, Val, get up there and roof one.
Let's get some penetration on those hands.
Dave Shoji, the Hawaiian coach, will substitute. Robbins is coming back into the front line, and going out is Cordray. Hawaii, not a very deep team, not many moves. Shoji can make.
Turn her in, Jen. Come on.
And
now.
here's Crawford serving. 13-6, Game 3, free ball. Wahine. Goods, yep.
Stirk getting up, getting the touch, but without that penetration, the ball gets stuck in between the forearms and
That's
the
what
net.
she should block.
Yeah, she's just late. She's got to be in the air exactly with Goods, penetrate before the ball can clear the net.
13-7 now. And once again, through the seam in the block between Goods and Robbins.
It's surprising to me that both middle hitters have been so successful with the swing, because both teams do it so much. You run against it in practice every day, and you should be a better blocking team against it.
Michigan State serves out of bounds. Stirk the service error. Spartans have won 6 straight matches. Early in the season, they won 21 in a row, a school record. And here comes Nalani Yamashita. I love saying that name.
It's a great one.
See if she gets a dig here. Morales pounds in. Oh, yes, Yamashita with a dig. And it could not be put away. Set left. Here comes Morales again. Yamashita, another dig. Quick set into the middle.
Great leadership by Amo to change the sets for Ljungqvist. Going to the slide in that 31 attack. It's quick along the net, much more effective than the one so far.
13-8 now. Remember, playing to 15. Chance for another Hawaii point. Back set. Wilton got it. Got a touch. 13-9. Morales restores a little order.
going with a double quick attack with DeBolt in the front row. She's only got 2 hitters, and to run 2 quick attacks, very confident move in her passers.
This is the rotation that Michigan State made its run. DeBolt serving. Big front line, right side, there's Jenny Wilson. Boy, Wilson's hitting the ball hard tonight.
The difference is she's keeping the ball in front of her. Take a look at how far behind the ball she is so that she can snap down in front of her and see the block.
13-9 is our score. Michigan State has the lead, off speed, ball blocked. Back set, here comes Morales. That ball was blocked. Little reverse pivot. Whip it over to Richard. Hawaii is there. Step left, Robbins. No! It is rejected by Dana Cook.
Whatever Dana Cook did in between games 2 and 3, she should do before every game she plays. She is not letting a ball get by her. 7 blocks so far.
10 kills, 2 dings. Spartans serving short. Amo blocks it. Spartans free ball here. Chance for a point. Whip it to Roble. Someone touched the net, but nobody saw it. Over to Richard. Ooh, he is stuck. Or Ruth, if you like.
Lucky drifting play. Ljungqvist isn't quite there, but Robbins goes up steady, turns her hands into the court.
Okay, Hawaii block is in there. 9 blocks for Ljungqvist. Robbins has 7 blocks. Here comes Kelly Cordray to serve. Cordray, a 5'10" freshman from Manhattan Beach. Good pass there by Cook. She's doing everything. Inside. Oh, and Roble tattoos one. Robbins, the right front blocker, forgot to jump. You got to be careful in the backcourt if that happens.
Well, the reason is because Michigan State is getting a much more sophisticated offense in game 3. UH is not doing as good of a job watching the hitters.
13-9, and Ljungqvist blast another one.
Can the University of Hawaii rally back from a 13-point, 4-point deficit here?
Ljungqvist has moved into 4th place on the all-time Wahine blocking list, passing Terry Treishman. Of course, the all-time blocker for Hawaii, the great Suzanne Iggy, over the top. The guide shot, that's out of bounds. So Crawford definitely has slowed down. When we get the quick stats after game 3, we'll do the comparison. 13-9 score remains.
Great front row line for Michigan State with Sturk, DeBolt, and Roble.
See if they go after DeBolt. They do. They set left. Going right over the top. It's Doug. Chance to go to 14. Into the middle. See ya! And Val Sturk fires one through. And the Michigan State fans starting to feel a little bit better right now. Michigan State with its first game point. Amo back set. Goods wasn't there. This could be it right here. Spartan scrambling. Whip it over to Roble. Out of bounds. Wow. A little off speed there because the setter was a hitter. And anytime that happens, you don't get a great set. Most of the time. 14-9. Hawaii serving. Hawaii leading the match 2-0, but trailing here. Round the horn, Val Sturk. And a beautiful dig by Amo. Crawford. Pop it up over to Roble. Set left, Crawford. And she's blocked again. DeBolt was there. And the Spartans have it. Sturk. As at the net, her first block. And the serve is long.
Crucial error. Game point to keep yourself alive. Roble's got to serve the ball in the court, regardless of trying to go after the deep corners. The inexperience of a freshman is showing, and any freshman is going to make some crucial errors in a big-time match like this.
Jocelyn Robbins back in game 3. Chris Marlowe, Heather Shane, hoping to join the action. Really good game 3. And the ball is stuffed by Wilton. This game has been interesting because Hawaii led 4-0, and then Michigan State came back and went out to 10-6.
But watch that, Chris. The ball came off of Morales' foot. Michigan State could have played that. That ball is in play, but they went with the dead ball.
14-10. Off speed and the put away. Wow, Hawaii on the back row attack is only getting up 1 blocker, and if Michigan State could do that a little more, Well, you hit one-on-one from the back row, you should be able to put that down.
Right, you might as well give yourself as many offensive weapons as you can.
Third game point. Once again, the deep serve. That's starting to pay some dividends, and this could be it right here. Free ball for the game. Set left. Here comes Morales. That's it. So the Spartans rally to win Game 3. Hawaii leads it 2-1. We'll return with more NCAA women's volleyball.
Also, they served a lot tougher. The aces now, they've got 2. They're serving deep. They're making Hawaii predictable. The kills, they're back ahead. That's been a seesaw, but basically it's been the consistency with the blocking. Michigan State now taking the edge on blocks, 5-4. The hitting percentage, Michigan State still not doing very well, 194, but look at that, Hawaii up from 400 down to 182. Neither one of them doing as well as they normally do on season. Hawaii averaging 281, Michigan State averaging 284.
You may have said it, I was looking over to get the stats, but Crawford has come way down, and remember Roble was hitting 095, so she has come way up. All right, set to start Game 4. As Michigan State, you can see they're peppier now. Crowd is worried, and we'll see how the Wahine respond. Once again, its capacity, a sellout. Hawaii leading the nation in attendance. Start, very important in this game. I guess the finish is always more important, but what about the start?
The start is key right now for the momentum, especially for Michigan State. I think that Hawaii can rebound a little bit more than Michigan State because Michigan State just doesn't have the experience. The Wahine have been here before. They're used to the crowd. They can come back from a deficit easier than the Spartans.
All right, let's see how it's working. Michigan State strategy, in case you just joined us, is to serve Hawaii deep and back the Wahine up, and it really, really worked in Game 3. Didn't work very well in the first couple of games.
What the Wahine need to do is rotate their platform up in the air.
Little off-speed shot, over the top, got a touch. No, they didn't get a touch. So it's a point for Hawaii.
See if we can see the deflection. Yep, no touch.
Start of Game 4, left side. Oh, Crawford digging some lip. They'll set on the left and the put away. Van Crawford got the dig. Robbins, who's a part-time model in her spare time, and Crawford said, yeah, I lift her perfectly. 2-0 Hawaii. Left side, Morales flies it out of bounds, and it's 3-0. Remember, the TV timeouts come at 5 and 10. The coaches have 1 timeout at their disposal in terms of strategy. Shank pass, free ball coming for the Wahine. Watch Ljungqvist coming around. Here she goes. And there it goes, off the block. Make it 4-0.
So often with that swing attack, the opposing blockers tend to drift right with the hitter. You see both of them leaning out to their left as Ljungqvist swings around.
4-zip Hawaii. Ooh, the ball went right through to both hands. No call. Play action. Here comes Robbins, and she parries it.
A side out right now is what Michigan State wants. Take them to the TV timeout, slow down the momentum.
5-0, looking for 6. Hawaii's on a roll. They don't get the 6 points. The side out desperately needed by Michigan State. 5-0 Hawaii. We'll be back after these messages with more NCAA women's volleyball regional action.
Key factor right now, with all of the tournament experience that Hawaii has had, they know how to get it done when they have to.
Ball poked up. Amo sets left. Here comes Robbins. Popped up by Yamashita. And down the hatch goes Robbins.
That's just a situation where the Michigan State blocks didn't take away the court. The defense cannot take that ball. The block's got to take away the middle of the court. See the seam right in between. Cook tries to reach in, but it's too late.
Very nice play by Robbins. Off speed through the center of the block. Here comes Michigan State. Roble, Doug, Amo, quick set. Nice play. Cook blocked it up softly. They'll whip it over to Richard. Yamashita is there. Set left, that's trouble. And the put away, Therese Crawford.
Teamwork and chemistry is key here. Crawford is so tight, but knows that Roble is a little bit hurting, won't be as quick getting to the ball at left front.
As a defender, you've got to get in there. If you see the hitter
On a
with
tight
a left
set.
hand. Yeah, on a tight set with a left hand. You got to think dink. They can't hit. Nobody can hit left-handed.
And if they do,
That's
it's going
right-handed.
straight into the block.
Right. 6-0. That ace went out, so it wasn't an ace. It was a deuce. 6-0. Amo dug up. Ljungqvist has been ineffective in front. Amo tries to jam it. Spartans dig it.
Amo blocking middle.
Here comes Ljungqvist. They'll set her again. They block her again. Set left, Crawford. Not yet. Pretty good dig. Here comes Roble. Yeah. Jenna Roble firing it through. 14 kills for Jen Roble. Michigan State on the board at 6-1. Crowd once again comes alive. Great pass. Robbins play action. This is Ljungqvist meat and potatoes. The backslide, or what do they call that numerically, Hawaii?
Hawaii calls it the back nine or a slide. Michigan State calls it the J. It just depends on your offensive system. Whatever it is, it's working for Ljungqvist. 6-1
Hawaii here in game 4. Wahine leading the match 2-1. DeBolt, back set, Stirk. Amo, nice up. Wilton, no.
Wilton just flat out missed it on her hand. She got it sort of on her wrist and forearm. Wasn't able to get it. You want to hit the volleyball right on the meaty part of your palm and then roll your hand over as you contact it.
Julie Pavlis is in, trying to give Michigan State a spark. And she served it just out of bounds. So give the ball to Hawaii. Once again, the winner of this plays the winner of UCLA and Nebraska. That match will be played tomorrow night in Omaha. Tough place to win. Stanford did it earlier this year, though, so it could be done. Let's check that. I'm just told that is going to be played in Lincoln, Nebraska. What does it matter? It's in Nebraska somewhere.
It's going to be a lot of Cornhuskers, a lot of red. Boy, playing in Nebraska is a tough place to go because the entire arena is filled with red. 5-point
lead for Hawaii. That left Wilton off speed. Roble comes a-flying. Little mix-up back there. Back set, that's a bubble set. Crawford goes over the top. Long rally, here we go. Morales going is Robbins. She'll get there. Wilton plays it. Oh, she hit it out.
That's a tough ball coming over Wilton's shoulder. She can't get her perspective on where she is in the court, but you never want to miss a free ball over the net.
Keep in mind that Hawaii led in game 3, 4-0, and then gave up 8 straight. Wilton blocked, and Crawford sliding. Spartans on the attack. Stirk coming around. Got it. So Val Stirk has really picked up the 2 middle blockers for the Spartans, and Roble really going for it now. It's 6-3 as Hawaii's initial burst has been blunted. Shank pass, and it's going to be another point for Michigan State.
Again, Michigan State with absolutely nothing to lose. They can go after every ball like it's their last because they're young, they're eager, they're naive. Hawaii's got the pressure, the home court cheering them on.
Saw Dave Soji. Of course, for Hawaii, very concerned now. Michigan State digging. Left side, Morales. Out of bounds. Touch. They say touch. And the Spartans are suddenly down by just 1. Can you see it right here?
Tough to say. Again, you're looking for that deflection.
Roble serving 6-5 Hawaii, and that one's gone.
Roble, not a great serving night so far. Actually, that's service number 6 for Jenna Roble.
She's got to work on her serve. That's no doubt about that.
She plays great backcourt defense, too. You want to keep her in, but you've got to get the serve out.
Therese Crawford with the serve. They're serving Roble. That pass is straight up over to Morales. Ball blocked. Oh, they didn't call that. Wow. Oh, my gosh. That was a complete mangle on the double contact. Hawaii gets a point. I'm not sure. What do you judge for when we're talking about double contacts and lifts? How would you call it?
Well, a good referee doesn't look for the spin on the ball because that can happen with a clean set. What you look for is touching it with 2 different contacts at 2 different times.
All right. 7-5. Michigan State down by 2.
The other thing with the setter, there's the double contact or the lift or the carry, and that's when you hold it just a little bit too long, kind of that deep dish pizza set.
Val Stirk, 12 kills. She serves. Nicely done. Nobody goes and gets it, and Michigan State, playing with confidence, once again draws to within 1. Game 5, if we get there, just a teaser, it would be rally scoring. Point for play. First team to 15 wins it.
Key matchup to watch, Sturk and Ljungqvist in the back row.
Good pass. Right side, Wilton popped off the net. Nice play by Wilton. Free ball, here they come. Pavlis with a pass. Morales got it.
Morales is really tooling that right side block, both of Wilton and Amo.
7-7.
Wilton can, she's drifting out actually off the hands of Sia Good.
Serving deep. Ljungqvist is passing pretty well, but Hawaii's gone into a hitting slump here to take the lead. And Michigan State does. 8-7 after trailing 6-1. Spartans by 1. Game 4. Hawaii needs a kill, and they don't get it. Left side, Morales has been hot. And the ball is dug, but out. Point, Spartans again. Wow, Michigan State, it's just like Game 3.
Certain players getting hot. Cook was hot in Game 3. Morales right now is really utilizing the block well.
9-7, and the serve is out of bounds.
If the long serve isn't working for Michigan State, I think that they need to go to that zone 2, 3, and 4. Those are the short serves inside the 10-foot line across the net.
Here comes Nalani Yamashita. Hawaii's been outscored 9-1 in this run.
Hawaii will want to put up a strong block.
Serve is deep, pretty good. DeBolt into the middle, dink. And it's in there. Oh, wow. Therese Crawford thought it was out. It nearly bounced on her foot. She let it go as Corey Richard comes back in.
Teammates have to make the call for Crawford, who's watching the ball. Her teammates need to let her know where she is.
9-7, Michigan State by 2. Game 4. Wilton smacks it out of bounds. No touch detected. Wow. Hawaii has gone into the hitting slump of the century. A TV timeout is coming up after this play.
It's Hawaii sides out here.
If Michigan State scores a point, we just keep going, I guess, and I think Soji will have to use his timeout. Off the net, yes. Corey Richard puts it away, and it's 11-7.
Shoji looking very calm, wondering, debating whether or not to take the timeout.
Well, you got to call it soon. Got to be on the next play. Round the horn, Ljungqvist into the net, and another point as Michigan State forces Hawaii to use its timeout. 6-0, Hawaii led, and the Wahine have gone into the tank. 12-7, Game 4, don't go away.
Get a solid pass so that they have 3 hitting options.
They'll set left, Robbins out of bounds, and it is 13-7.
Hawaii right now is too predictable. We talked about having to go to the outside. When they have to force it outside, the Spartan block is just too tall.
Substitution, just to slow it down. Crawford is coming out, Cordray is coming in. So the Michigan State fans have been rejuvenated all over the country, and the 8 in the building are going nuts. Michigan State leading 13-7, and now it's 14-7.
Great service call by assistant coach Tolley to go after the substitution. Cordray's cold, has the pressure of being a DS in the back row.
4 aces for Courtney DeBolt. Game point. Hawaii took a ball that may have been out. This could do it right here. Robbins dug up, calling for it. Richard, not yet. Hawaii digs it. Set left, here comes Robbins. Rejected! And that is it for Game 4. Well, we are going all the way. 2-2, rally scoring. Game 5 to go to the national semifinal.
Look at the kills. That's the difference. Hawaii has led the entire match in kills. Michigan State with 12, doubling Hawaii's. And the digs, Michigan State, Hawaii is touting themselves on their defense because Michigan State is a bigger squad, but they're just as tenacious in the back row. The aces also, they're serving the deep corners and they're getting them in.
Hawaii led.
Now it's the team that comes out strong because Game 5 goes quickly.
I tell you, the blood is coursing through the veins of everybody in here. It's Game 5, Hawaii at home, pressure's on. Spartans are jacked. They've won the last two, and here we go. Michigan State will serve it first.
Right now, Chris, I'm going out on a limb. I give the momentum to Michigan State. They'll feed off of this crowd. The fatigue factor has got to be a big factor right now for Hawaii. 4 players with flu symptoms, a late match.
The Bolts serving first. Shanked over the net. Dug by Yamashita. Big play there. Back set. Both teams are nervous, and Michigan State gets the first point. Now, when we're talking about the fatigue factor, Hawaii played the late match last night. Did not get done until 10:30, quarter of 11. Michigan State playing the earlier match. Got
Very
more
well
rest.
rested.
Robbins poked up. Nice play by Amo. Hawaii needs a kill so bad right now. They're hitting very tentatively. Set left. Here comes Morales. Who's going to make the big play for Hawaii? Ljungqvist blocked and down. Dana Cook was there. 2-0 Michigan State.
Also, so everybody knows when the pauses will come in the game at 8. We go to the end line, switch sides. We also have the 2 TV timeouts. Each team has 1 additional timeout.
Amo is blocked, and it's 3-0 Michigan State.
Amo coming out from the back row cannot contact the ball in the direction over the net.
3-0 Michigan State in game 5, the 5th and final game. Here comes Ljungqvist, dug up the Bolt. Beautiful dig. Morales. Little off-speed shot. Someone needs to put it away for Hawaii. Can't yet. The Bolt goes and gets it. And Michigan State is under the net. Point, Hawaii. Hawaii with the serve. It's a game to 15. There is no cap. So it could go 31-30. Back set. Morales dug up. Chance for Hawaii, point off their serve. Not yet. Back over the net. Looking for Ljungqvist. Oh, nice play by Wilton. Scoop it out, but they can't get it. And Michigan State scores another point.
If the Spartans can stop Ljungqvist on that slide, they are in control of this game.
10 blocks for Dana Cook. The Big Ten's leading blocker having a night.
Shoji not happy.
Ball blocked, and Hawaii looking a little fatigued and a little disoriented right now. Gives up point number 5. 5-1 Michigan State here in the 5th and final game.
Also a key factor, University of Hawaii has not been tested only in 2 5-game matches this season.
And it's a shank pass, another point. Remember, play continues. 6-1 here in game 5. What has happened to Hawaii? They need a kill.
They are not used to this situation. They're just flat out disoriented.
6-1. Ljungqvist coming around, and she gets it. And a timeout call. Hawaii at home, trailing 6-2. We'll come back. More NCAA women's volleyball after this. The theme song from Hawaii 5-0. Remember the old television show trying to get the Rainbow Wahine psyched up. 23-0 at home. 31-0 overall, the best start ever. But right now, in game 5, they trail 6-2. Chris Marlowe, Heather Shaney. Winner goes to the national semifinal. And the loser is out. Robbins will serve. It's point for play, rally scoring. Michigan State sets Jen Roble, and she crunches it. So after a slow start in the first 2 games, Jenna Roble starting to play very, very well.
And DeBolt doing a nice job diversifying the offense. She's got 2 quick attacks, so Roble's one-on-one.
16 kills for Roble. It's 7-2 Michigan State. Crawford tippy toes. Chance for Spartan point. Left side, Roble. Not yet, Doug. Roble blocked. Spartans have it up. Richard. Off speed. Here comes Hawaii. Back set, Ljungqvist. Oh, and it's cheap. Over the block and tipped out of bounds by Michigan State. The defender was right there.
The tip is not open right over the block. Morales is right there. That's a communication. Roble needs to know that Morales is there. Trust the backcourt.
Remember that play, folks. That would have made it 8-2 had Michigan State recovered and gone on the attack. Now Hawaii trailing by just 7-3. Oh, and it goes down. Dana Cook, whatever she does, has been miraculous.
Just golden in the last half of this match. Hawaii's perimeter read defense leaves the middle open, but they have been so quick all night. They've been scooping those up. It looks like we asked him earlier how he felt, and he said, I don't mind if my record gets broken. I just don't want it to be against me.
Big play here. Coming around, Cecilia Goods. Beautiful dig by Cook. She's everywhere. Off speed into the bottom of the net goes Roble. Point Hawaii. Make it 8-4. This rally scoring can switch so fast.
Especially with the break at 8. They try and keep it very fair, keep the momentum the same for both squads.
Amo serving. Passes back. They'll scoop it to Roble. Back set. Wilson. Dug up. Oh, and Michigan State touched the net. Point Hawaii. (8-5) as the Wahine pulls to within 3. Oh, no call, and the ball hit out. Point Hawaii. Wow, I thought that was a throw. So did Dave Shoji, but apparently not. Wahine coming on now. Back set. Through the block and down. Foul Sturk. And that makes it 9-6 Michigan State.
Great rotation for the Spartans as Roble goes back. She's not as hot right now offensively. Get the ball to Morales and Stark in the front row for the Spartans. Horseshoe serve receive for the Wahine.
Remember, you have to win by 2 in rally scoring. Set left. Here comes Wilton. Ball is dug. Ball is poked up. Score remains 9-6. Game 5. Someone lost their shoe. It was Amo. Robin Amo lost his shoe, threw it backwards, and now she'll go and get it. As she hops over, Wahine gets a point, 9-7. She's got to put it on quick.
Celia Goods just so good inside the block.
Round the horn, Cook, go, there they go, and they can't get it. Therese Crawford had it for a moment, make it 10-7. We're going to 15. As Hawaii trailing in the 5th and final game, 10-7.
The adrenaline is just pumping right now for the Spartans.
Serving is Sturk. Amo sets high left. Robbins cranks it down. Timeout call, breaking the action. Michigan State by 2. This is an NCAA Productions telecast. Chris Marlowe, Heather Shaney. It's 10-8, Michigan State. Crowd is going nuts. Yamashita is in to serve. Set left, Morales down the line. Ball dug, Joust coming. Over to Robbins. Not yet, ball dug up. Little dink, and DeBolt puts it away. Courtney DeBolt.
That ball was heading right into the net. Heads up play by DeBolt to poke it over with her knuckle.
Corey Richard comes back into the front line. What a play by DeBolt.
Remember, point per play, win by 2, no cap.
11-8. Hawaii needs a kill here. Little dink. Ball scooped up. That was DeBolt again, and the slam dink. Ljungqvist. Make it 11-9 as Hawaii down by just 2. Here's a big play. Hawaii serving, trying to get to within 1.
Michigan State is the side-out team, loves to serve receive. If they have the pass, they have a great opportunity to score.
Michigan State wiping up the floor. There were bodies flying. Now serving is Jenny Wilton, Hawaii's best server. Pretty good pass to Bolt, back set. Morales is blocked. They'll set left. Cook is over there. Yamashita with a dig. Over to Ljungqvist. He missed it. Spartans go and get it. Richard out of bounds.
Richard goes for the touch, high over the block. Again, swings wide, big Hawaii block.
11-10 now. Wahine could tie it up. Robbins. Yes, they do.
defense read behind it.
And remember, point per play scoring, you can't miss a serve. It is the 5th and final game. Hawaii serving, we're tied at 11. Over to Cook, and she puts it away. Dana Cook off the hands, out of bounds, and it's 12-11. Michigan State heads up, Heather.
Dig for Shaney.
Michigan State by 1 now. Back set, Ljungqvist dinks. It's slapped back. Amo, and it's blocked. Dana Cook, and it's 13-11.
Key play for the Wahine there. That ball was deflected out of bounds. Ljungqvist wasn't sure. She kept it in play.
Timeout, Hawaii. 13-11, Michigan State, 2 points from going to the semifinals. Hawaii trying to hang on here. They set up the play, and Robbins scores.
You just can't serve it to Yamashita in the back row. You've got to go to Crawford.
13-12 now, as Robbins will serve. We're playing to 15, win by 2. Point per play. Robbins. DeBolt sets left. Robo with the drive. Freshman Jenna Robo kills it. And now Michigan State will have match point at least 2 times. Spartans serving. And that's it! The Spartans are going to the national semifinals. Unbelievable. The Hawaii crowd, a standing ovation for the match. The Spartans and the Wahine.
And to Jenny Wilton, senior, congratulations on a great career here at Hawaii. The lone senior finishing here at home.
Hawaii's undefeated season ends in heartbreak in Game 5 as Michigan State losing the first 2 and rebounding to win Games 3, 4, and 5. And perhaps the fatigue factor was a key, Heather.
I think so. Games 4 and 5, they just didn't have the legs. The Wahines in the backcourt weren't going after the balls, and they thrive on their defense. And here, the Michigan State Spartans are making history with Coach Chuck Irby and the rest of the squad.
There is joy in the state of Michigan. Big Ten is rocking. The Spartans are going to Amherst, having beaten the Rainbow Wahine. The upset has been pulled off here in Honolulu, Hawaii. The Michigan State Spartans defeat undefeated Hawaii 3-2, winning the last 3 after being down 2-0. Chris Marlowe, Heather Shaney, a magnificent win for Michigan State and their program.
The greatest comeback in the history of Spartan volleyball had to be here tonight against Hawaii. Hawaii, a very skilled team, undefeated throughout the season, just didn't have it in them. The fatigue factor and just pushed up against adversity. They hadn't been through it enough this season.
Dana Cook was the star for Michigan State. She came alive, 15 kills, 12 blocks, 2 aces, defense. She literally did it all.
And Chris, she took control of games 4 and 5. 3/4 of those stats came to be. She really, as the co-captain said, I am not going to let my season end here.
So the Michigan State Spartans are on their way to the national semifinals. Chuck Irby, congratulations. Your thoughts right now, did you think you could win it after going down and trailing 2-0?
Well, I felt that we could win it if we just start playing with some heart. You know, if we just start playing with some emotion, with some passion, and that's really what I told them in between the second and third game, is that we're not playing our game, and that we're basically, you know, the one thing I've I've had pride with this team is they fight. They put themselves on the line, and for some reason they were letting Hawaii, it's surroundings and everything, and it's
Let me ask you a quick question. Let me break in. We don't have a lot of time.
Right.
What adjustments did you make between games 2 and 3 to make the comeback?
It had to be the offense in the middle.
Told them to play defense in the corners.
Okay.
Instead of giving up the corners. Told them to set Veronica more to the antenna instead of trying to bring her inside of the block, because she's very good at hitting off the block. And I told Jenna, I said, Jenna, just swing. You know, you got nothing to lose. It's all there in front of you. Just go for it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me about Dana Cook. In between games 2 and 3, she was a changed woman. She has incredible numbers for games 3, 4, and 5.
Well, she's just a great all-around player, and sometimes she fluctuates. And you know, sometimes you take 2 games to get into a match, and then you kind of reassess what needs to be done. And then I told them that it's really a 1-game match out of the halftime, because if we don't break through, it's over.
Serving strategy really worked well in terms of serving deep.
Well, I told them that at halftime too, that we were just lobbing the ball over the net, and we got to stretch them and force them to set outside. We got to take their middles out of the game so we can start playing some defense. And once they started doing that, you know, then the game became fairly elementary for us, because then we started establishing ourselves.
Chuck, as a coach in game 5, Hawaii starts coming back, timeout. What do you instill in them?
I just told them all they got to do is side out, and one side out shuts the crowd up. You know, and that's all they needed to do. They, you know, great team. They followed their coach. They went out and sided out, and the crowd got quiet.
Coach, we got 30 seconds left. You play the winner of Nebraska and UCLA. What do you think? You're coach of the USC Trojans for a long time. You want to play UCLA or Nebraska?
Oh, it doesn't make any difference to me at this time. I'm just ecstatic for our kids. I mean, this is, I told them, my pregame talk was that they were the little giants.
Okay.
And we saw that movie on one of our road trips, and I said, you're the little giants. You have this one moment in history for yourself. Go out and get it.
Coach Chuck Irby, 4 national championships. Congratulations, the Spartans. Hey, they are back in business.
Oh, thanks.
All right, Chuck Irby and the Michigan State Spartans. They are going to the national semifinals once again. The final score, Michigan State upsets undefeated Hawaii 3-2. For Heather Shaney, I'm Chris Marlowe saying so long from paradise, from the Special Events Arena tonight. Once